Okay, what's up everybody? I'm here again, doing my thing. Pickup artist Redsky, for those of you who don't know who I am. And today I'm doing a questions and answers podcast, I guess you can call it. And I got a couple of emails that I'm going to pull up right here. And the first one is from, I'll just call them by the first letter of their name. This guy, A, I'll call him A. His question is, I've been reading literature and watching videos of PUA, etc. since separating from my wife last summer. It's improved my outcomes, but mostly with average to good-looking girls 5 to 7s, which is now becoming normal to me. Before, going home alone was normal. Is this normal for a newcomer? And with the right effort, will the 8+ women begin to be in my range? I know very hard to say without knowing me or my game, but in general, how do I go from average to okay girls to the really attractive things? Now that's a good question, very good question. And the truth is, you gotta constantly push your comfort zone. In the beginning, even when you lack the skills, there's no bridge that is, or there's no ladder that you gradually climb as you get better with women. It's all BS. And the coaches that teach it that way, they're just taking your money and they're trying to basically make more money off of you, because it's really not that hard. It's not that hard to pick up women. You know? All you gotta do is get out of your comfort zone, get comfortable being around beautiful women. It's not that hard. You know? If you're taking your sweet ass time doing it, then you're just gonna stay in the same place and you're never going to improve. It's just like, anything, If you want to constantly get better, you have to push your comfort zone. You have to keep challenging yourself, So anyway, that's what I got to say for you, A. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next guy. The next guy we'll call Z. And according to Z, he met some girl in social studies. Was chatting her up on, and managed to get her Facebook. He got her Facebook, applied some negs and push-pull, and it looks to me like he copied some social notes for her when she was sick one day. And when she came back, he checked her head like a sweet gentleman and to see if she was still sick. And I guess something went along there, and oh my god. I liked her, but she had no feelings at all. Well, it looks to me like you have been friend-zoned. This guy got friend-zoned because he was being too nice. And of course, when you're friend-zoned, they're going to keep you around because you feed their ego and compliment them and make them feel special. But they're not going to want to be with you, obviously. So anyway, it says here he applied all these techniques, basically mostly mystery method techniques. Talked to her about some guys that she liked. Towards the end of the interaction, he was pushing too much to get lovey-dovey with her and working Keno or whatever when he was already in the friend zone. And she started telling him about some other guys that she thought was hot in some of her other classes. And anyways, one thing led to another, and she got sick of his advances and just told her to leave him alone. Long story short, so his question is, how do I turn this around? Well, honestly, in my opinion, buddy, at this point, you can't really turn this around. This is, you can, but it's not worth it in short terms. What you need to do is, if you really want to turn it around, what you need to do is, you're in school, you said you're a good looking guy, so you should work gaming another girl. And if you really want to make that girl jealous, find a girl that's just as pretty as her. Maybe prettier if you can, and kiss her, whatever, get her comfortable kissing her. And once you've accomplished that feat and you've had success, then make sure that girl sees you around that girl. This is basically, looks like you're studying Mr. Method. This would be considered pre-selection. So after that, when you have a class with her, I would suggest, if she's paying attention to you after she's seen you with the other girl, I would suggest striking up a conversation, asking her how she's doing, and gauge whether she's interested by her reaction. And anyway, if she seems attracted, which she most likely will, especially if she's seen you with a good-looking girl already, then it's probably safe to say you might be able to go ahead and start trying to game her again, or regaming her. But if she's not, then I suggest just moving on, because in this case, she's talking about other guys. She's obviously trying to give you hints that she is no longer interested, and you're just pushing and pushing, and eventually you're going to feel bad, you're going to get your heart broken, even worse than it's already broken, and you're going to feel miserable afterwards. So, I don't honestly, you're 16 years old, you don't have the experience to turn this around, so if I were you, I would just trash it, call it quits, and work on bettering your game and getting more inner game with experience, and come back to it later if you really feel the need to, if you really feel the urge and you want to practice your newfound skills. But at this point, I would just consider it a flop. You can't get every girl, and I understand you like this girl, but it's really not, doesn't look like the idol situation. And your level of game is, your level and understanding is still not to a point where you can turn this around. So the safest thing to say is to just scratch it and work on something else, because you're just going to stress yourself out and it's not worth it. So anyway, so that's what we got for today. No more questions. I appreciate you guys emailing me. Feel free to email me again. I'll give you my honest opinion, and I am going to get going. Thanks for watching. POA Redsky. Good luck.